Meet Sir Gregor MacGregor, to some a hero, to others the most dangerous con artist to ever walk the earth. Welcome to. He built his legend on the bloody battlefields of the Americas, claiming glory where there was only chaos and thick smoke. His greatest victory was won with a toast in London's ballrooms, turning skeptics into believers with his golden charm. He told tales of Poyais, a distant paradise of marble palaces and golden rivers. In his private study, under the flicker of candlelight, he forged a nation out of ink, paper, and cold calculated lies. He issued Poyais bonds, turning a fictional land into a real financial empire, a masterwork of deception for the elite. With every stamp and signature, the lie became official. Investors lined up to buy their own small piece of a heaven. The map was precise, showing strategic ports that did not exist, a blueprint for a disaster hidden behind expert art. In the foggy docks of Britain, hopeful settlers gathered their lives ready to sail toward a dream and a new beginning. The anchors were raised. They were heading toward a paradise that was actually a death trap. There was no turning back. Families clutched land grants, believing they were the chosen ones to build a new life. Their fate was their undoing. The crossing was brutal. Many fell ill, but the hope of Poyais kept them alive through the darkest, coldest of nights. Storms battered the hulls, as if the sea itself tried to warn them of the fraud ahead. Nature knew the truth of Poyais. On the charts, Poyais looked like an empire on the horizon. There was only empty water and a haunting deep silence. They arrived, but found no palaces, only a desolate, mosquito-infested swamp. The dream vanished in the tropical heat. Despair set in. Settlers were trapped in a jungle with no food or shelter. Their paradise was a humid, green prison. They wandered the muddy shores searching for the city. MacGregor described every step was a struggle for their lives. Disease and hunger took their toll. The promised paradise was now a grave. The soil was fertile only for graves. They looked at worthless maps, realizing every word was a lie. The realization was more painful than the starvation. As the rain poured, their documents disintegrated. Their future was melting away in the mud of a foreign wasteland. While they died, MacGregor sat by his fire in London, enjoying stolen gold. He was warm while his victims grew cold. The contrast was haunting. One man's luxury was paid for by the lives of innocent families. A debt of blood and lies. The survivors were few. They returned, not as pioneers, but as broken ghosts, their spirits left behind in the swamp. The land grants were now just trash, floating in the filth, a reminder of a dream that became a nightmare for all. The world watched as the truth emerged. The Prince of Poyais was revealed to be a cold-blooded, heartless killer. Headlines screamed the truth. The fraud was exposed, but the damage was done. Lives were ruined beyond any repair. He faced the courts, but through legal tricks, he was declared not guilty. Justice was just another lie he mastered. MacGregor escaped, but his name remains synonymous with greed, a ghost of history that still haunts the modern world. A lie rises like a chart, but the crash is catastrophic. Every Ponzi scheme follows the dark path MacGregor paved. Even today the patterns remain. Greed hasn't changed, only the tools have. We still hunt for a paradise on paper. The map that promised the future was a tool for destruction. The dream has finally turned into ashes and bitter smoke. He died in comfort, selling a paradise he never owned. A king of nothing. History is just a cycle of greed. The faces change, but the lies remain the same. Stay sharp. Welcome to heaven.